Hello everyone, welcome to another box opening video for Sorcery and an opportunity for me to wax philosophical about my experience getting into this new game. And so far, pretty excited. Friends and I just recently went to the local game store and played the beta pre-con decks. That was a funny way to say that, beta pre-con decks, for the first time. I think two of three of us had a really great experience. Third person said they were interested in checking it out, but it was a little more hesitant. They felt that some of the game rules being a little difficult to grok, or perhaps a little difficult to find answers for on the internet. I think this card really threw them for a loop. We were a little confused as to how it plays out. So if you know how wildfire plays out in the game, if it spreads and leaves little blaze tokens or burn tokens, and do those burn tokens affect at all the type of mana or whatever you might call it in sorcery world, like the energy or the mana that comes out of the land that they burn up? Does that change, or does this just do damage and then spread around? There was a lot of we were uncertain about this one. I think we spent maybe 10 minutes on just this card alone trying to look up answers online, and it was a little difficult. So I would say that's an honest critique of sorcery, right? I feel like there should be a little bit better of a rules compendium and rulings. Like Magic has the Gatherer, and you'll see like all these like specific judge rulings on certain cards if you look up a name, and that can be pretty helpful in a complicated game. But overall, our experience was amazing. But it was just like out of 5.5 hours that we spent just totally just jamming sorcery, locked in, this card threw us for a loop. And that one player, I think, was a little frustrated by that experience. And yet, this is a brand new game. I try to keep a mindset of, hey, when I started Magic, I had a rules book that was thick. And I remember, if you guys are old enough or remember, there was a third edition revised sort of rule book, and it was like a chunky volume. And I used to like bring that thing, and when I had time in high school, I would like just pour over the rules and try to read them. I remember correcting people in tournaments and being like, "No, you can't play it this way. Actually," and because I had the time to digest that stuff and work on it, and we just started playing this game. But overall, the experience was great. I did want to share one of my favorite moments, and it comes from the flavor of this game. So let's say like you're looking at Sandworm here, and you've got this line: an ordinary beast swims seas of sand. And you're saying things like that at the LGS table, and then right behind us, there was another set of players playing Magic, Commander probably, and one of the guys turns around and he's like, "What game are y'all playing?" And we tell him Sorcery, and he's like, "Because I keep hearing y'all say like the craziest," and he used an expletive. I won't use that just in case YouTube, I don't know, doesn't show this video to people if there's cursing, or I don't know YouTube that well yet. But so like he turns around and he's just like blown away. He's drawn to the language of the game. And I think all of us are. Anyone who's here like looking for flavor, looking for like a game that just feels like it cares a lot, I think you're in the right place. And the reaction was, I loved it, because it was so indicative of like what makes sorcery great. As this guy like isn't even involved in our game, he's like in Magic, but you can tell like he's clearly like has his attention split. He's, because in Commander there's a lot of time you're just sitting around waiting, well, for other people to do stuff, and so he's listening to us play, and he's just like blown away, like, and he has to turn around and be like, "What the hell is going on back here?" He's like, "This sounds awesome." And it's because like all these cards, as we're playing them, we're like reading out ordinary ogres blunder about, and just saying like pretty epic things, that just makes the game sound really fun. So we had a great time. I don't remember the records. I think we all won one, and the guy who actually was a little on the fence, he didn't win any games, so maybe that played into the sadness as well. But I will say, on the drive home, he shared that, you know, he was interested in this, and getting into this. So I think we've got two converts on our hands, including me. And so now, without further ado, let's get into this box of Sorcery Arthurian Legends. By the way, this is my mat that I made. I made 2 of these because I have a lot of play mats like most Magic players. I played in this Grand Prix in 2016 and made day 2. It's like one of the few kind of like big successes I feel from my own competitive play. And so, I don't know, people seem to enjoy it. I posted a picture of it on Reddit, I think, of our first days playing, and people were like, "Did you draw that mat yourself?" And I was like, "Yes, I did. I have a silver Sharpie, and I was gung ho. I was like, well, I'm all about this. Let's go ahead and move from Magic on into a different game that I seem to enjoy quite a bit more." So we'll go over these cards a little bit slower. I have not actually looked up a whole lot of information about Arthurian Legends yet, and I am still early in this game, so if there's things that you see that are like amazing and I don't stop on them, I apologize. So I love that you get these box toppers. Magic doesn't always give us box toppers anymore. So even though they're like not like randomized insane drops or anything, I just love that you get this little extra pack inside of a box just as a thank you. Templar, Druid. Oh, these look sweet. Another Rubble card. Airborne Spellcaster Can't Defend. That's cool. While near your avatar, Bruin takes damage for them. Oh man, there's going to be so many cool rules and things I need to look up. Oh, neat. So this Druid actually summons these kind of cards. Druid tap, play, or draw a site. If you played a site and you don't control Tawny, summon her there. Tap, summon Bruin here, flip this card. And you become another. Oh man, this looks so sweet. I've heard that Druid is a part, or was a part of the metagame at some point, like a very powerful part, and I don't know if it gets played a lot anymore, but the idea of you summoning little creatures, this sounds just so awesome. I cannot wait to play this guy. Very cool. Another thing that always sells people is the artist. So I want to give a brief shout out to all these artists. If you're interested in sorcery, probably one of the reasons it is because you're tired of seeing just art for IPs that are not Magic or fantasy or anything. Like, who cares about Ninja Turtles? Ninja Turtles fans do. If you're a Magic fan, you may or may not care about that thing. So this is a lot of classic Magic artists mixed with other great fantasy artists, and they all do hand-painted work for this game, which is just dope. Another thing that I talked about, I think last time, is that the care that the game has with simple things like having a divider. Like this, just a little piece of cardboard in Magic. If you open up a box of Magic, usually the packs are just sliding around, just all over the place. It's a mess, and it kind of signifies how much of a mess that game is. Another dope thing about sorcery is that you get these little dust points. And so this is just a little thing. You scratch it off, scan it with your phone, and then all of a sudden you have sort of currency that you can spend to get free rewards at the website, such as special art cards. And I'm looking forward to that as well. Like, just so many ways that the game seems to say thank you to the players. And that's awesome. So here we go. First packs of Arthurian Legends. I'm excited about this. It's a bad habit of mine. I may bite some packs on the edge. I'm not biting the cards, I promise. All right. Troll Bridge. Cold Iron Rod. Sugar Plum Pixies. That looks awesome. Valor, an elite magic of fearless defense. Forge. And somebody asked about my fingernail too. They said it might be a type of skin cancer. And I was like, no, it's actually called like a subundual hematoma. It's totally normal. It comes from slamming my finger into a car door. I'm sorry, you guys have to see it. I'm sorry, I have to see it. It lasts for like 6 to 9 months. So, maybe I'll paint that one fingernail and people will be like, what? Harassing Ruffians. Just a Rock. Lookout. By the way, thank you for the concern. I mean, like, I'm never going to turn down like a person who's like, hey, you might want to get that checked out because, you know, thanks, I appreciate it. Hyler Sprites. Arc Lightning. Fisherman's Family provides. Oh, I just, that's awesome. Like, something about that just gets me. It's so simple. Like the card art is beautiful, and just a patient family of ordinary mortals, and they're just like providing. They're just, this is my business. I just bring fish home to the family. Provides. What a sweet, simplistic sort of like, I don't know, it just hits just right. Tell me if it hits you just right too. Maybe I'm just crazy. Kettletop Leprechaun. I love that thing. Thieving Magpie. There's a Magic card called Thieving Magpie. If you're interested. Also one of my favorites. I love corvids of all kinds, really. Helpful Hob. So far, we've got one elite card. I have no idea what to anticipate as far as how many foils or how many things you should get or uniques out of a box, but that's okay because I'm just building a collection, having a good time. Funeral Pyre, an exceptional sight, a final mourning. Damn, this game's so flavorful. An exceptional automaton with a wheel of iron. Oh, I love that. Whirlwind. Oh, sweet. King Arthur, a unique mortal, a king of kings. Players can't control cards owned by other players. Nice. Lake Afane. Finwife. Look at this guy. It's like a puffin in the background, a fish person in a dress. Love it. Standing Stones. Leyline Hinge. Hamlet's Ablaze. Bonfire. Rescue. Return a minion from cemetery to hand. That's something I was wondering about Sorcery. Is there like really viable sort of graveyard decks? I'll be looking forward to that. I haven't gotten a box of Gothic yet. I'm assuming that's probably a big mechanic and something like that. Shameless Squire. Lance. Genesis. Tap target nearby enemy. It drops everything it's carrying. Kind of love that. Thankless Squire. Lance, immobile. I really need to look at what Lance means. Here's a card that says Lance. Bearer's next strike deals +1 damage and strikes first, then Lance breaks. Does that mean that this guy has like Bearer's next strike deals +1 damage and strikes first, then Lance breaks? It says it lances 3 times, and you keep track of that, I guess. And then it breaks, then it's immobile? I don't know. Somebody tell me in the comments. I'll probably look up more information after we're done with this box opening, but Common Cottagers. Magic Missiles, classic D&D spell. Ominous Owl. There are no owls that are ominous. They're just awesome. Owls are cool. I tend to like a lot of birds. I have bird decks in Magic as well, so forgive me if you're not a bird person. I'm going to probably give some love to the bird creatures more than others. Purple Knight. Poisoned Well. Don't drink the water at this exceptional site. Okay, fine. I won't. Red Cap Poweries. Red Caps, man. Oh, they're such a pain in the butt. I play like old school essentials, D&D and Dolmenwood, stuff like that. And red caps are never fun. An elite rider rallies mortals to his side. And we got our first foil. A lava flow, exceptional magic of molten animosity. Love that. So we've got our area of effect. Starts at 5, goes to 4, then 2. And on the back, what I love about the foils is that they have this full art side. Just a nice touch. Beautiful. Field Laborers. Vikings. Lumbering Giant. Grain Sparrow. Saracen Scout. Arc Lightning. Lookout. Another Just a Rock. weightless squire being carried by little fairy creatures, and a hunter's lodge. Awesome. Into the breach. White Knight. Oh, that's a classic Magic card. White Knight and Black Knight in Magic. One of the first sort of cards that I would play 4 of in a deck. That first strike on them. Bailey. Enemies can't move here on the ground. Move to here on the ground. Oh, that's cool because it has a motor on it. Lugbog Cat. Oh, I love cats too. My cat's going crazy outside. Can and must be cast to any water site. An exceptional beast of menacing might. Ooh, I like it. It's like a cryptid cat. A unique mortal, Sir Balin. Delivers a dolorous stroke. Love it. Lance. Whenever Sir Balin strikes an avatar, destroy that avatar's site, then burrow other minions and artifacts there. That seems powerful. Brown Bears. Common Village. Joust. A Bog. Genesis. Until your next turn, units are immobile while a top target nearby site. Neat. Shellycoat. Ordinary Fairy of Noisome Hide. Charge. Pond. Ordinary site ripples gently to a calm sip. Sherwood Huntress. I mean, it's hard to look at something like this and then, I don't know, like, how can you not look at this and just feel like you're transported? The art is just fantastic in this game. Reckless Squire. Burning Hands. Another D&D spell. Keening Banshee. I watched some box opening videos that are more financially based, and of course they go through things pretty quickly. So I apologize if this video seems a little slow. Feel free to hit 1.5 speed or whatever, if that's okay, and you'll get to hear me talk like a chipmunk. Annual Fair. Oh, that's cool. An exceptional site. Pay 1, gain earth, fire, air, water this turn. Oh, so you can kind of trade mana. Nice to have like a filter land, so to speak. Okay. Sweet. Fire breathing. Sword and shield. I was wondering like how equipment would be handled, and so in the game we were playing it, like you have to tap to pick it up and equip it. I think that's how it goes. If it's not correct, let me know. An elite aura unites the forest folk. Whenever you cast a beast or fairy to an affected site, draw a spell. Dispel if an affected site is successfully attacked. Okay, so this sits there. If you can cast beast or fairy to it, you draw cards. That seems great. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's terrible. You guys who play more, let me know. Power of Flight. Wall of Brambles. Conjure atop the border of an allied site. Whenever an enemy traverses this wall on the ground, it takes 2 damage. Grievous Insult. This looks like the guy from that expansion on The Witcher. Who's like, I don't know if you've ever played Witcher 3. It's a great game. I won't go too far into it though. We got time. We got packs to get through. Swindler Troop. Treetop Hideout. Castle Servants. Now I'm seeing that there's like one of these for every color, it sounds like. They just provide extra resources. Tax Collector. On your opponent's next turn, these spells cost 1 more. Oh boy. Death and Taxes is a thing inside of that's a type of deck in Magic. So is that a thing in Sorcery? People are gonna hate me for that. I was a Death and Taxes player in Modern, actually, in this Grand Prix. At the time I was playing a deck called Eldrazi and Taxes, which was sort of like combining H.P. Lovecraft and Taxes, which is like the worst of all worlds. Pigs of the Sounder. Oh, this is pretty. Briar Patch. I mean, it seems like kind of a mess, but it also is like really evocative of a briar patch. Koi Nixie. Oh, see, I know enough to know that this is pretty sweet. I mean, I'm thrilled and honored to have this card because this is like the one ring of this game, right? So that's awesome. I don't need that for my deck now. Shellycoat, charge. I guess I should go over what it does. So 1 mana, looks like a generic mana to cast. A unique relic of Deadly Fate, Deathly Fate. Bearer has, whenever this unit casts a spell, they may deal 1 damage to target nearby unit to have you gain 1 life. So if something picks this up, they can cast, I guess your avatar might be the person that picks it up. You start dealing damage to things and then you're gaining life off of it. I heard it's like a card that you have to play in all your decks. Is that true? You tell me in the comments below. Bonfire, Keening Banshee, Field Laborers, more Vikings. Oh, it looks so imposing. I love the art on this. Man, if I could get a print of that, that would be awesome. Reckless Squire, Burning Hands, very peaceful land. Very just taking a sip out of the pond. And a thieving magpie stealing some jewels. I feed crows in my backyard, by the way. I feed them just regular unsalted kind of peanuts. You can buy big bulk bags, and then when you do that, sometimes crows bring you little trinkets. I've had a crow bring me a tiny boot before. That's also one of my favorite things that's ever happened as far as birds go. Just in the place where I used to feed them, it just laid a tiny little toy boot that it somehow found somewhere. And so we've exchanged gifts with the crow people. So I love Lugboard Cat, Myriad Fomorians. I mean, this seems awesome. Burrowing and Submerge. That thing seems monstrous. A Yellow Knight. That's cool. They didn't have this in Magic. Is that Sir Robin from Monty Python? A Cursed Land, an elite site. Whenever another site is played nearby, its controller loses 2 life. Oh, that'd be fun to like just put in somebody's territory. A Foily Tax Collector. Look at that. His belly's foil. Woo! It's very pretty. You can almost hear the way this guy sounds. It's like Arc Lightning. Lookout Tower. It's just a rock. A weightless squire. Hunter's Lodge. See, I'm just going into voices looking at the art for this game. It's just, it does something to me. Grain Sparrow, beautiful art. Love that. Blacksmith Family. We finally got the quadrifecta. What do you call that? We have all 4 of them. A forge, ordinary site of capable craftsmanship. Wow, we're not even like halfway through this thing. So maybe I should just get to moving a little faster. I say that in every video, right? It's like, oh, we're going to move faster. Then we just go slower. Degradation. Transform a mortal into a foot soldier token. Oh, this is cool. Snowball. Exceptional magic. Picks up speed. Shoot a piercing projectile. It picks up all other units along its path. Carries them with it. When it stops, units there take damage equal to the number of units in the snowball. This is hilarious. This game is wild. I love this game. Town, a site bursting with exceptional talent. And we have Postern Gate. Enters the realm under an opponent's control. Interesting. So then can you play your minions here? Even though it's under their control? Let me know if you are this far in the in the video. Sly Fox. Redbreast Robin. Squeakers. Well, these are a fan. I'm a fan of these. I've seen these on another video. I mean, it's hard not to like some little tiny little pigs that are the size of a butterfly called the Squeakers. I don't know how you could not like that. Band of Thieves. Treetop Hideout. Beautiful art there as well. I bet it's hard to paint stuff at night that seems like pretty evocative, but with just the right amount of light. Harassing Ruffians. Hey, it's like the Hobbits, except they're angry. Hider Sprites. Fisherman's Family. Power of Flight. I hope this guy has like a good exit strategy for this. I mean, flying seems fun, but he's pretty heavy. Probably fall and destroy himself. Wall of Brambles. All right. Stone Rain. Oh, I love that. And all Magic fans will love this. I mean, I guess if you like to play red and you like to destroy people's stuff, then you'll love it. Stone Rain. Target a site up to 2 steps away. Deal 1 damage to everything atop it, repeating for each site in your hand. So you have to reveal your hand to do that? I'm guessing. I don't know. Hunting Party. Range. Nearby enemies lose stealth. Makes sense. Cold Iron Rod. Fairies here are disabled. Well, that's not nice. A Love Potion. I hear these are something that is like useful in the game. Bearer has sacrificed Love Potion, gain control of target enemy minion here until this unit leaves the realm. That sounds amazing. I immediately think of Willow and the Fairy Love Potion that convinces Mad Mardigan to wax poetic to Sorcerer. Grievous Insult, Swindler Troop, Castle Servants, Led Astray, Duel. An ally fights target enemy adjacent to it. Cool. Love that. Tactical move. 1 at a time. Each ally takes up to 2 steps. Oh, that's kind of neat. I feel like movement is a big thing in this game. Like having more movement, like the air element often has, like these cards that are doing like 3 and 4 steps sometimes. It seems just really powerful. Like you can kind of get people out of nowhere. Tell me in the comments if that's a viable strategy. I'm going to be building decks soon, so we're going to be exploring all kinds of fun stuff. Rescue. And then at some point I'll look at like deck lists online when I get a little bit better at the game and am interested in traveling to an event, which I am interested in traveling to an event. Lance, immobile. Lance, immobile. That's right, you come here for the verbal stimming that I do, because my ADHD gets the best of me and I just make songs out of everything. Red Cap, Poweries. Sugar Plum Pixies. Annual Fair. Brother Knight, an elite mortal bound by blood. Oh, sweet. This is Quentin Hoover art. So I was a big fan of Quentin Hoover. People who saw the thumbnail of the last video saw the Quentin Hoover art and kind of commented on it. Huge fan. Played Magic back in the 90s, so Quentin Hoover was all over it. And I had special binder pages of just Quentin Hoover stuff because I was an aspiring artist myself. Really turns out I'm more of like a cartoonist. And, you know, I did some oil painting and stuff, but I was never up to the talent level of this guy. And I just always admired his work. May he rest in peace. I'm glad that his son allowed his art to be used for another game, though. It really brings back a lot of good memories. Vikings. Common Village. Hamlet's Ablaze. I do love this art, too. I mean, how many times can you open a card and just be like, man, I love this art. And like every other card in the pack, you're like, this is amazing. Like, what is sorcery doing to my brain? Leyline Hinge. Finwife. The players who play in my Dolmen Wood game, I think, would like love this art. This is like the vibe of the TTRPG Dolmen Wood. If you guys ever get a chance, it's a really fun game. I've been playing for 2 years because one of my friends backed the Kickstarter for it. Lake Afane. Bog. And a helpful hob. Everybody needs a good hob. Sword and Shield. Iron Man Talus. Tooth Fairies. Sir Gawain. Oh, we got another little cool, that's a cool relic. Sir Gawain, unique mortal devoted to his duty. Sir Gawain takes damage for other adjacent allies. If he dies from damage taken this way, draw a card. Neat. And this foily, Forbearing Not. Bearer minion takes no damage from units with 4 or more power and is also a fairy. Seems kind of interesting. I don't know if that's useful, but it's a very pretty foil, that's for sure. And again, all cards are useful, right? If you're just kind of playing casually, I would imagine that, you know, you can just really enjoy playing whatever cards you want if you're just doing kitchen table style, which is what I'll be doing for a long time as I learn how to play this thing more efficiently. Give an ally a charge this turn. Common Cottagers, Field Laborers. We'll go a little bit quicker through the ones we've seen. Thieving Magpie, Burning Hands, Shameless Squire, and a Bonfire. I imagine in this set there's probably like more duplication in your packs because it's such a smaller set. But it's something like when we open that beta box, there'll probably be chances to see cards that I've never seen before. Whirlwind, White Knight, Funeral Pyre again, and an elite site where memories resurface, a kelp cavern. Genesis, look at your bottom 3 spells, put one on top. That seems really powerful. Is that powerful? Seems like a really good effect. Magic Missiles, Sherwood Huntress, Grievous Insult, Treetop Hideout, the Rain Sparrow, Band of Thieves, Swindler Troop, Castle Servants, Blacksmith Family. This art just sticks out. It's hard. Like, even though we've had this 3 or 4 times, the art just really sticks out. It's so vibrant. All right, here we are halfway through in our box opening. So far, I think we've won, right? Because we got the Ring of Morgan. I think that's like, I don't know a lot about the values of these cards, but I have seen other people talk about, we really want one of these. And then I'm sorry if you didn't get them, and I'm glad that I got one. Babbling Brook, because I was probably going to have to buy one anyway, right? If I want to play competitive. Attack by Night. A Blue Knight. So there's Yellow Knights, Blue Knights, and White Knights so far. Love it. Perilous Bridge, an elite yet incomplete site. Units can't traverse this site's top border on the ground. Interesting. Charge. Bonfire. Rescue. I'm curious, like, are these sites useful against like aggro strategies? Is that what these are for, kind of? If you're a slower deck that wants to take time to build up things and you don't want to get swarmed by little skeletons or something, is this a useful type of site to play? Let me know if it is. Shameless Squire, Thankless Squire, Common Cottagers, Magic Missiles, Ominous Owl, Brown Bears, Common Village, and Joust. The action given off by this art is awesome. So a lot of fight cards, it sounds like, in this, which makes sense. We're talking about dueling and knights. Pukas. Exceptional Fairies of Mischief and Malady. Death rate. Each opponent discards a random card. Ooh. It's probably as annoying as I think it is. And finally, the Black Knight always triumphs. An exceptional mortal sides with the strong. Tournament Grounds, an exceptional site to settle the score. Wow, that's epic, to say the least. And then a Pendragon Banner is our elite relic. Inspires the chivalrous. Nearby allies have +1 power while there are no enemies here. Okay, so you plant it on an empty space. It sits out over the battlefield and inspires all who see it. That's cool. But not as inspiring as Squeakers. Gotta love it. So I'm just going to go through without naming some of these. You've seen these, but this one you haven't seen, I don't think. Swindler Troop. That's pretty art as well. Ordinary Mortals Practice. Misdirection. Oh, look at that. Setting them up. You can't resist. The Smell of a Lady. Hunter's Lodge. Saracen Scout. A Duel. A Duel. Forge. And Castle Servants. Purple Knight. I forgot about that one earlier when I was calling out the colors of knights. Castle Haunt. Siege Giant. This is very indicative of Attack on Titan, if you've ever seen that cartoon before. King's Council. Elite Magic. The Gathering of Noble Minds. Draw a card for each unique ally. Interesting. Oh, Foil Black Plague. I think this is probably good too, right? And a unique aura of insidious disease. At the end of your turn, the weakest minion occupying affected sites dies. If tied, choose one. Dispel if none die. I think this card sees competitive play, so I'm assuming. Oh, look at that guy with the plague mask in the back. Love it. Assuming this is probably a valuable thing. Not that I'll be selling it. Seems like I have to use it for a competitive play, but that's cool. Blacksmith Family. Weightless Squire, Tactical Move, Red Breast Robin, Power of Flight, Sly Fox, Tax Collector, Wall of Brambles, Hider Sprites, and Lumbering Giant with a necklace of skulls. If you hear a little scratching at the door, that's one of my couple of feline fur friends that's just loves to be around me. So block them out temporarily so they don't climb up here and destroy everything just by being the lovable creatures they are. Another Forebearing Knight, a fine courser. I haven't seen this. Charge, movement +1, may carry an ally. An exceptional beast in need of a rider. Yes, that's true. Ooh, neat. Mesmerism, gain control of target nearby minion for 4 water. So indicative of another blue spell from Magic, Control Magic. Unique magic to change one's mind. People love it when you control magic their stuff. They're big fans. Lookout. Arc Lightning. Fisherman's Family, Led Astray. Kettle Top Leprechaun. Do they make kettle top popcorn? I don't know. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 packs left. And I feel like we've already hit the lottery. So this is all just like fair game. This is everything's money from here. Sisters of Avalon. Verdant Knight. It's all colors. Oh, that's dope. Wyvern. 5 power, just airborne. An exceptional beast, oft mistaken for a dragon. And then Sir Bors the Younger with his trained falcon. Unique mortal and accomplished hunter. Ranged 2. Enemies lose stealth. So 4 power, 2 toughness. Is that what that represents? In the precons, they didn't really have that complicated of a line. I'm assuming that's what that is. Omnisal. We'll go through these a little quick unless some foil shows up. A rescue. I don't know. Yeah, that's the one where they get the minion out of the graveyard. Makes sense. Is getting something out of a graveyard a rescue, or is that just grave robbing? Finwife. Hamlet's Ablaze. It looks like it's like napalm or something. It doesn't look necessarily like it's just regular fire. Giant Killer. Genesis. Kill target nearby giant. Haven't seen. Look at that little squirrel. I think we saw a foil coming up. Frisky Red Squirrel. Exceptional Beast prepares for winter. Genesis. Take target nearby artifact that can be carried and hide it beneath this site. Yep. That's on theme for squirrels. Shatter Strike. Exceptional magic to sunder defenses. And we've got, of course we did. Of course we got a foil for this guy. Glastonbury Tor. So this is like a tri-land. I guess it makes one of 3 different kinds of mana. So that's awesome. Glad we got something like that, because it seems like a lot of these cards have multiple colors that you need to produce. Look at that guy. I mean, the art stands out even more when it's in foil. Absolutely ridiculous. I love the painting, even if the card's good or not. I don't know. Redbreast Robin. Hunter's Lodge. Dual Squeakers. We have 3 Squeakers now. I've been keeping track of that in my mind. We have 3 or 4 of this guy and a foil one. Wall of Brambles. Man, it's gonna be so much fun to open up these cards. It's like, how do you guys resist buying just tons of boxes? Or do you buy tons of boxes? I feel like it's just like so joyous to like open them up and look at them. Tooth Fairies. What an insane tale. And this is probably how they should look when you tell your kids about them. Yeah, there's some insane blue-green corpse-like flies that come in and just snatch your teeth away. Why would anything want to collect your teeth? It's weird. Beacon, an exceptional sight that alerts your forces. Genesis, gain 1 mana for each nearby site with an enemy atop it. That's cool. Kingswood Poachers. Castles Ablaze, an aura of an elite incendiaryism. Conjure atop an elite or unique site. At the start of your turn, destroy the site and the minions atop it. Ouch. Okay. Redbreast. 4 Squeakers. We have 4 Squeakers. That also means we win, right? 4 tiny little pigs. Again, I'm thinking of Willow. Why does this set make me think of Willow so much? Thinking of the sorceress. You're all pigs. Saracen Riders. Siege Giant. Pebbled Paths. Minions atop the site. Nearby sites lose charge. That's pretty useful. Major City. A site where the elites congregate. Elite minions cost 1 less to cast here. Cool. You've seen a lot of these, but we'll just go through them a little bit closer to the camera. Love that art. I mean, I love all these arts. All these arts are great. We have 4 packs left. I feel like things are great. The game's great. I'm happy to be playing Sorcery now. It's given me like sort of really renewed interest and zest for gaming after about a year of Magic where I didn't play much at all, and I just kind of questioned whether or not I really liked it anymore. Sisters of Avalon. Oh, that's cool. Spellcaster, Genesis, discard a spell, draw a spell. Always nice to be able to sort of like filter through. And Sir Galahad. Sir Galahad's strikes heal you. Nearby allies take no damage from demons, spirits, and the undead. Okay, Sir Galahad. Didn't know you had game like that. Helpful Hob. Joust. Lake Afunk. Always comes back to Thieving Magpie. Just stealing trinkets. I saw a video once. Our guy in Russia supposedly trained an army of crows, a murder of crows, if you will, to steal change off of like tips, restaurants, and bring them to his house. On one hand, I'm like, great, that's awesome. But on the other hand, I do feel kind of bad for like the waiters and waitresses who just have like a bunch of crows stealing their money. Bubbling Brook. Cast into Exile. Warhorse. Love it. Ooh, Archimago. So there's a cool thing that I've heard is very, very good in this game. So it's nice to have a copy of this. I don't know if I'll play this deck, but very neat. Have an Archimago. Tap, player draw a site. Banish 3 magic spells in your cemetery. Cast a copy of one of them. It seems like a really good rate. Burning Hands. Lumbering Giant. Grain Sparrow. Hunter's Lodge. It's just so raw. Second to last pack. Here we go. So outside of the Ring of Morgan, how did we do in this box? Is it common to make your value back on these boxes if that's what you're going for? You know, personally, I'm not trying to like go to the secondary market right after this, but how do you guys feel about Arthurian Legends? Seems really flavorful and interesting to me. Sir Priamus. Primus? Lance, lethal. Nearby allies are immune to lethal. I heard that some people don't like all the unique creatures. I'm not sure if, that's how you feel. I don't know how I feel about it yet because I'm still learning how to play this game. I mean, I'm coming from Magic where literally every creature is a legendary creature these days to the point where nothing is legendary anymore. So I don't know if that would ever rub me wrong. Impenetrable Cops. I love the word cops. Degradation. Transform a mortal into a foot soldier. We saw that one. Oh, we got 1 foil in our last pack. That's cool. Who knows what it is? Vengeful Heir, though. An elite mortal out for blood. As an additional cost to cast this, you may banish a dead knight, sir, or dame. If you do, Vengeful Heir is summoned as a copy of that minion. Oh, that's neat. That tells a story for sure. Nice. So we have a foil Wall of Brambles. Conjure atop the border. Look at that shiny little foil. The foiling in this game is awesome. Really highlights. It's like selective areas that they foiled. It really highlights the art. Very cool. Well, thank you so much all for watching the previous video, 5 squeakers, and this video as well, as we journey into more sorcery content and the game itself. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you soon.